How is the director to work with? He's all right. It's pretty mellow and it's pretty down to earth, and I don't feel uncomfortable at all. Just everything feels pretty natural when you ask him to do stuff. He'll, get you to do it and find a way to, make you feel comfortable doing it. Because being anywhere in front of the cameras, for some people, it doesn't really do too well. And, you want to get the best out of the actors or anyone to get that one perfect shot. And once you get that shot, it feels really good. Okay. It was kind of funny. I actually went to a audition. I'm not one to really go into doing anything in front of the camera. I don't really like acting. I don't really like learning lines or anything. But I figured out, heck, I'll give it a shot. It sounds like fun. Might lead to something interesting. And lo and behold, it kind of did. Because doing anything horror or just not gonna say special effects heavy, but something out of the norm. I figured, it'd be kind of fun to do something, and it's always the one that gets killed by the monster, or something crazy, grisly death happens. That's usually the most fun you'll ever have. And I figured, what, I'll give it a shot. And when I got, a part in the film we were working on, the tapeworm, I wasn't expecting to be anywhere in it, but luckily the parts I was in it, I was, getting killed. So, see, I was okay with that because I didn't really have to do too much. Just, react to the tapeworm doing stuff to me, and there you go. No, not up my ass. It was actually sewn to a pair of my work pants that it was already falling apart. So, it was uncomfortable to walk with that thing sewn to my pants, but no, it was not up there. So, there you go. It was not up my ass. Wow. Honestly, I think a little bit of everything. I'm assistant director when the director needs me. We do special effects, script writing, script doctoring, what they call punch-up, special effects. I try to do a little bit of everything, and anything that will help us get the shot done, and just stuff that actually is my expertise, which I'm more into special effects and all that stuff. So that's my bread and butter. That's what I like to do. And anytime something comes up, I'll jump in there and we'll try to get that one perfect shot done. Well, I'm actually a graphic designer by trade, so I'm really big into the arts. So I've done a lot of stuff for previous jobs. I've worked for TV stations. I worked for bigger companies, and it just kind of gets to the point where try to do what you love. Because when you do what you love, you never have to work a day in your life, and that's one of my goals. I want to be able to, get up in the morning and say, oh boy, I'm going to work, that sort of thing. We all want to do that. But, yeah, I'm a graphic designer, and actually I do heavily the Comic-Cons and all that sort of thing. I actually sell some of my wares and things that I've drawn and created, and I'm also do a lot of the cosplay thing where I'll build like suits of armor or the giant rubber monsters in movies. I build those too, and honestly, I like being behind the mask versus being in front of the camera, because being the monster, being the villain, or whatever, usually it's probably the most fun because you can pretty much step out of your boundary. Oh gosh. I think just being able to keep doing what we're doing, but with every movie that we do, hopefully get a little bigger, and maybe a budget will help us make what is in our heads come out on film. Because what we do right now, it's doing great, but sometimes our imagination, what we write down, so much bigger than what we put on film. It'd be great to actually like sit there and says, you know what, we don't have to worry about where money comes from or when time comes from, because setting up shots and getting things done does cost money and time. And it'd be great to say, hey, that's no longer a problem. And once that comes, sky's the limit. And the creative juices begin to flow so much that everything catches up, where what we write down on paper will be exactly what we see on film. And that would be really great to see. Wow. Okay. This is gonna be kind of strange. I know we're big into like the comedy and we're big into like the gory stuff. Strangely enough, I think it was My Friend Death, because we stepped out of our comfort zone with that, because that was more drama related, even though it had kind of a weird supernatural element. But I think we've discussed it before that drama is a very particular thing in film. It's super serious, and we're not really that, but the fact that we attempted it, and I think it actually resonated with a lot of people. It was something we never thought, oh, we're just going to do this, we're going to give it a try. We didn't think anything of it. Honestly, I think that was probably my favorite, because it was something we don't usually do, but we showed the world and showed anyone that watched it, look, we can do this. We're serious about film in general. Now, drama is not our main thing. We're more comedy, more horror. But, just to show like we can do this. Do we want to do it all the time? Probably not, but we can do it. All I can say is if you have something in your mind, anything to write, anything to draw, create, whatever, you go and do it. Don't let anyone else tell you you can't. Because once you start listening to everyone else, your identity is gone. Be yourself. Be what's in your heart, what's in your mind. And whether someone else tells you it's bad, don't listen to them. You just keep going, because they don't see exactly what you see, because you see the world differently than everyone else. And honestly, that's what the world needs now. We need people that think outside the box.